Hello again and welcome back to my channel of Around the World on 80 Trays, all about food and why we should appreciate every bite of food that we take into our mouths. So let's go back to the last post. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe you already made the 7-ingredient ancient potion, for want of a better word, for your winter immune support. But let me briefly talk about honey, liquid gold, literally. So honey crystallizes, and sometimes I see in my own store, people think, oh, I don't want this honey, it's gone bad. Now, honey in general does not go bad at all. The genius of nature and the honeybees preserves it so it doesn't go off per se. Number one, why do we have expiration dates? I don't know about where you live, but in the EU, every food has to have a best before date. Now with honey, I always question it. Apparently it is to show the customer, number one, even if it's crystallized, it's still good. Fair enough. Number two, traceability. I guess if there was no date, maybe one would think God knows how old it is. Fair enough. But honey, unless it is been stirred with dirty ingredients or some sort of other food ingredient was introduced, or it has been left to spoil, contaminated by really outside ingredients, honey doesn't go off. But you would know if it starts bubbling or if it is smelling anyway strange, then you would know, like with any food, that it is not good anymore. And I always believe that we don't really need any best before dates because we have eyes, so we could see mold or bubbles. We have definitely this organ here, the olfactory. The nose always tells us if something isn't right, if it is pungent or sour or, has a smell that just doesn't sit right. The gut instantly reacts. And of course we have a tongue. And as soon as any food would touch our tongue, it would certainly alarm us and make us retch or, just spit it out. Of course, it is important with foods like eggs, meat, fish. They don't even have best before date, but they tend to have a use by date. But again, a whiff of a piece of chicken gone off of fish, you would certainly know. But maybe if the senses are compromised, there we need the use by dates to help us with those. Anyhow, back to honey. So honey crystallized. Honey is made of two types of sugars, glucose and fructose. Number one, honey crystallizes just like oil as well. For example, olive oil, when the ambient temperature is colder, or if you keep your honey in the fridge, which personally I don't like. It doesn't spoil honey, but it makes the moisture content probably higher, which makes it crystallize even faster. But if the outside temperature, the ambient temperature, gets colder, honey crystallizes. But it shows you also that it is a pure honey, that it is not been mixed with corn syrup or something crazy like that. And that means the moisture content is higher in the honey. This is the moisture content, the natural moisture content, I guess, at the time of bees making the honey. So there is then the glucose then apparently crystallizes. An easy way to liquidize your honey again, unless you like, some people actually like the crunchiness or the, more firmness of crystallized honey. But if you don't so much, you would just stand your jar in a tub of hot water in the glass, and the honey will go back completely to liquid. So that is just a couple of bits of information on honey and how it is really one of the best foods to have. And I wonder, if you could only pick 3 foods to take with you to an island, what would it be? Which 3 foods would you choose for your survival? Let me know in the comments. I'll tell you in my next video what my 3 foods would be. And also I will tell you in the next video about the other ingredients that I've used in this 7 ingredient blend for your winter health. On that note, thanks for tuning in. Tell your friends, share with people you think could benefit from this, and I really look forward to seeing you next time. And subscribe to the channel, that would be really helpful. Thanks so much. Bye for now.